and today I'm going to have a look at the song The Tide Is High by Blondie. And again, I'm just going to go through the verse and give you the guitar, the bass, the drums and the keyboard, just like a simplified version, just to give you a bit of an insight. And I thought while I was doing these songs, it might, just as a bit of interest, it might be nice to have a look at the date and year that the song came out, and look on the internet to see if there's anything interesting that was occurring at that time. And so I've just been on the internet, and it was October 1980 that this song came out. And while that was happening, there was a tennis tournament in Brighton. It was the Daihatsu Challenge, and it was contested between Chris Evert-Lloyd and Martina Navratilova, and Chris Evert won 2-1. So yeah, that was what was happening around that same time. I can't promise that all the facts will be as exciting as that one, but I will do my best. So here we go. Okay, so as always I'm going to start with the guitar, and remember, I think I said at the beginning of every video, the importance of knowing what the chord progression is with a song. And this one is A for 4 beats, 2 beats on it, D, 2 beats on an E. So it's tide is high and I'm moving on, I'm gonna be your number one. So again, as I've explained in previous videos, the simplest thing you could do would be to play the open strings like A, D, D, E, E, and then we can add the fifth, which I've said on numerous videos, where it's the note that is 2 frets along and a string down. So you can do that from each of those open strings. And then also you can put the octave in, which is the note below the fifth, so then you have this. So there are some options, but this time around we're going to go, there's an A on the 5th fret of the first string, and then there's a D at the 10th fret of the first string, and an E at the 12th. So A, D, D, E, E. And on the very first video we did that kind of thing. We played the note which is directly above, which is also the 5th. But we're going to play it with this kind of reggae feel. It's like 1. So you're playing on the and, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So that will be our guitar part. Okay, onto the bass. So a quick recap, the chord progression is 4 on an A, 2 on D, 2 on E. So in its most simplest form you could just play the open strings, so it'd be like A, D, D, E, E, A, D, D, E, E. Now because these 3 chords are all major chords, to make it a bit snazzier you can put a major third in there, and that is a 4 fret gap. So from every note that I just played, I'm going to play the 4th fret on the same string, so it's going to sound like this. And then lastly, what I'm going to actually do with the version is I'm going to put the 5th in as well, and that is, you can either look at it as another 3 frets along from the major third, or 7 frets from that original root note. So it's going to sound like this. Root, so I'm on the A chord, so that is an A, then the major third, and then the 5th. So I'm going to do that from on each chord, so it's going to be this. So that is going to be our bass part. Okay, onto the keyboard. So I've selected a string sound for this, and quick recap, the chord progression is 4 on an A, 2 on a D, 2 on an E. So you could play in the simplest form again. A, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, E. A, 2, 3, 4, D, E. remember I've mentioned most of these videos that the D is in between the two black notes, like think of it as the kennel with the dog in. D, E, F, G, then goes back to A. So that would be the simplest thing. And also when I mention major thirds, they still apply to keyboard instruments. So if we have the A here, which is the first one, remember on a guitar a major third is a 4 fret gap. On a keyboard it's just a 4 key gap. So you instead of a 4 fret, a 4 key gap. So you've got this note here, move 1, 2, 3, 4. So don't forget to count them black notes as well. So it's A, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the D is here, count 4 along, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's your major third. And then the E there, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's your E with the third as well. So this is the keyboard part's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, finally the drums, again completely out my depth. If anyone's watching one of these for the first time and think, oh, is he any good? No, he's not, he's rubbish. So, as I've done on previous beats, when we've done these songs, the bass is playing on the 1 and 3, the snare is playing on the 2 and 4, so it's like this 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to be doing that, and the hi-hat's going to be doing this. On the actual song it's far more involved, but that is a beat that I think I can just about manage. So it'll be this kind of thing. So yeah, that's how I drum part. Okay, there's all these sections recorded. Let's see what they sound like put together. 4.